Hi everybody. Okay, so it's Thursday night, and I just want to make two more quick videos, and then I'll be done for the night, and I'll be back on it tomorrow. Okay, so like it says, Y&R Extra, which means I'm gonna go outside of the bounds a little bit, and then give you some extra thoughts about where I think storylines might be going, and then that'll be a wrap for today. Okay. The reason why I gave Jason Thompson the hashtag is because I kind of feel like I owe him. I talk about him all the time, but I don't really give him a lot of hashtags, and I feel like I should because he's top tier actor here. So yeah. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is I usually follow a format, but this one's gonna be a little bit more loose because I'm gonna follow what the storylines are going, like where they're going and where I think they might be going. So that'll be a little bit extra. That's where I came up with it, right? Okay. So where they're going is, and I was thinking of this right after I watched today's episode of Y&R, but I didn't talk about it because I feel like I talk about it ad nauseum. So I try to vary up the topics too. So I don't feel like I keep repeating myself 5 days a week. Okay. So the storyline I didn't bring up is Nick and Adam too much because yeah, they're kind of trapped, quote unquote, now, but they're going to be saved. So it's not really like what's going to happen here. I'm shocked, okay? Because as far as I know, Mark Grossman and Josh Amaro are pretty set there, so I don't think they want to leave. Um, okay. So then I really like the fact that we get to see Roger Howard shine because yeah, he's got the clout. And for me it takes, as far as time wise, a couple of years, like 5 to 10 years, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. This guy or this person can always deliver, and Roger Howard got that seal kind of in my childhood, teenage years, because, like I talked about in a previous video, he played Star Manning's father. I saw him in that role, and then he played Todd Manning, and I saw him be good and bad, and I was like, oh, he's got range. Then I saw him be a nice guy when he played the professor in Dawson's Creek. So I was like, okay, he can do anything. And then that's when he got my seal, like extra seal of approval. And so I like to see him as a bad boy again because, well, kind of talked about this too. And it's kind of ironic, okay? But in real life, REAL, you want nice people. You want a nice guy. You want a nice woman. But on screen, the nice person can be perceived as boring if they don't give her some cake or him some cake. Okay? So when somebody can be bad, I'm like, oh, range. Um, which is kind of ironic too because I gave Zalika Silver props today because she really did own her scenes. But I've been waiting for her to be nice, and I mean really nice, because I'm like, okay, this chick is bad, like is a bad girl, but does she have a heart? Like, is there a heart in there? So yeah. Okay. Jason Thompson. Jason Thompson, what can I say? This is going to be a love letter to Jason. This is going to be a love letter to Jason Thompson, but I don't care. Okay, so y'all know the story by now. But I saw him the first time as Patrick Drake in General Hospital. General Hospital was one of the shows I watched when I was a kid. Okay. And the reason I got like caught up in Patrick Drake was Robin Scorpio, Kimberly McCullough was my girl when I was growing up because I was growing up and she was around my age. So I was like kind of a friend, you know? So when she got the storyline that everybody knows about, when they actually were going to give her a love interest and the whole thing after Stone, I was like, wow, okay, cool. Who's going to be the dude? Then it was Jason Thompson, and I was like, okay, I'm in. I'm all in. And then when he left, kind of to do whatever, I was like, oh man, I was sad. And then I was like, oh, he's on Y&R. Oh wow, okay. And I swear, he picked up right where he left off in my head with Billy Abbott, and he does an awesome Billy Abbott. Whew. Okay, now we're gonna talk about my favorite word, trajectory. Every character, I believe, has a trajectory, has a start and, well, I mean an end, but like a start, but then where you get to current. Okay, in my mind, and this is completely personal, my own opinion here, okay? But to have a good trajectory, you have to have a start that's like, oh, and then a lot of people see you and you raise some attention and then you do a solid job and then you have some high points and maybe some low points. Hopefully, not too many low points, but you're memorable. A lot of people remember you. If you can do that, you got a career for as long as you want it. And also to add to that, if you can do emotions and have believability, you're aces. Okay, Jason Thompson can do anything. And I'm like, oh, like today, okay, I'll use today as an example because it was like A top Jason Thompson, okay, A plus plus, okay. That man had the ability to go from working with Peter Bergman as his brother, and be very understanding, sincere, all the things. And then I went to a scene with his girlfriend, Sally, and we didn't see his reaction to what she's going to tell him. Because, like I said, it was like she said in the lowest voice possible, and then it was like, done. So I don't know what his reaction is. Now, I know what I want his reaction to be, but I don't know what it's going to be because I want him to grow up. I want him to be a man, you know? So I want him to be really excited about it, maybe shocked a little bit, but like, you know, like, okay, we can handle it. But so far, he's doing great because, yeah, I mean, although there was a scene where I kind of like was perplexed because he's talking to Jack and saying, well, I thought Sally was on board for going to see Jill, his mother. And then she didn't get on the plane. So is she nervous or whatever? And then Jack had to be the one saying, I don't think she's like that. I think she had a real reason to not get on the plane. Now, in all fairness, I had to like even it out with he doesn't know she's pregnant yet. He just found out. But it was a little bit disconcerting for him to have that reaction before. So I was like, I don't know. So yeah, but man, that man can act. Whew. there was a one scene, I don't know, a while ago, where he cried. I was this close to crying, and crying buckets. So you're doing something right, man. You're doing something right. Um. So yeah. Let's see. Okay, what I want to see happen. Well, so Silica Silver and the boy who plays Noah, they got killer chemistry. Okay, if you don't put them together like next week, there's something wrong with you. Okay, and then okay, I'm gonna say something. I know this is gonna be slightly controversial. I really don't want to go that way, but I feel like I have to say it. Okay. I love Cameron Grimes. Okay. However, could you pick a lane? I mean, are you gonna have? Are you gonna deal with it? Are you gonna put her in some facility? What are you gonna do with her? Please tell me. Just tie up that loose end, please, because I thought I was all in for the facility, and I was like, okay. But then I was like, well, that doesn't seem right. But okay. Now you look like you might be in a court battle, but now you're changing your mind. What are you doing? What are you doing? So yeah. Okay. Uh let's see. Jill. I want to see Jill. Where is Jess Walton? Where? Ugh. This is what I'm talking about. Y&R payoff. I want a payoff, please. Yeah. Okay. And then with Tessa, I already told you, like, please just handle Tessa. I don't care what you do. Like, just do something. Okay. Is there anything else that I haven't touched? Yeah. Well, we know we're gonna see Malcolm again, Shamar Moore, for other treatments, I'm guessing. So I hope we see Vivica Fox too. And not just as a doctor. So that's kind of what I want to see on that one. Okay. That about covers it. All right. Bye, everybody.